Hello Internet, we continue our epic journey with the graph of cotangent. Nah, let's just write it out. And an exclamation mark, just cuz. Okay, so continuing on the basic principles. The graph of tangent. So cotangent is very similar to tangent, but it's different. It is also, okay, y equals cotangent of x. Okay, so it also has a period of pi. So every pi units, the same thing happens again. So cotangent, if you can remember, is x over y, where tangent was y over x. So because of that, we will have vertical asymptotes, but they will be somewhere else. Vertical asymptotes where y equals 0. Y equals 0. And that's because y is on the bottom. So if you divide anything by 0, it's undefined, you have nothing. So y equals 0 at 0 and 2 pi. So there will be a vertical asymptote at 0, 0. Let's just start doing this. Get it over with. We'll have a vertical asymptote here. Vertical asymptote at 0. Okay, let's see, going on. Pi over 2. Y equals 1. That's okay. Pi, y equals 0 at pi. So we have a vertical asymptote at pi. And we could have just used the fact that this is periodic to determine that. That pi units away from this vertical asymptote, there will be another vertical asymptote. Isn't that kind of spiffy? So then we can also deduce from that pi units away from this vertical asymptote, there will be another vertical asymptote. Look at that. And so this then would be 2 pi, because it's pi away from pi. Pi away from pi. Okay, let's get some x-intercepts. Okay, let's take a look. How do I explain this? Well, there'll be x-intercepts at pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2, 5 pi over 2. Everywhere where on tangent there was a vertical asymptote, on cotangent there's going to be an x-intercept. So let's just take this, pi over 2, and I will explain it. There is an x-intercept at pi over 2. So this is, let's put it right here, pi over 2, 0. Cotangent is x over y. So pi over 2, then cotangent of pi over 2, and we plug that into x, pi over 2 into x, becomes x divided by y. So x is 0, y is 1. So 0 divided by 1. 0 divided by 1 is 0. Therefore, we have the point pi over 2, which is the x we plugged in, and 0. Okay, does that make sense? If not, tough muffins. Haha. All right, let's get some points in between these. This would be pi over 4. So pi over 4. Oh, look at this. Look, just look at it. Pi over 4. Cotangent is the inverse of tangent. So cotangent of pi over 4, let's just write this out. Pi over 4 equals x divided by y. Okay. We already did this twice, so I'm not going to go through it again. That equals 1. Easy beans. Okay. So I have 1 and 1, negative 1. 1, negative 1. So pi over 4 is our x value, and 1. Okay. That means we will have at 3 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4. Now here's where it gets different. 3 pi over 4, one of these is negative, see? the x is negative. So that means it's going to be a negative 1. So now we have 3 pi over 4. 3 pi over 4, negative 1. So if you look at that, it's like tangent, but upside down, and everything's shifted over pi over 2. Okay, and so now we have, this is 3 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, 0. So using the fact that it's periodic to find all the rest of the points and make a bigger graph, a bigger, happier family. That is cotangent in 5 minutes and 47, 48, 49. Okay, never mind. About 6 minutes. Keep watching for more how to trigonometry.